Senator Schmitt.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. American citizenship is a gift, but also a sacred duty. It comes with extraordinary rights and important responsibilities. Responsibilities are a precondition to those rights. That's why our forefathers created strict rules for naturalizing new citizens. On the front end, those who wish to become Americans must prove they are persons of good moral character and of loyal to our country and attached to our Constitution. On the back end, we have the ability to revoke the citizenship of those who lie or deceive us in the process of securing it. We've seen those standards of citizenship be debased. Look at the stories of just the past few months in Minneapolis, case after case, naturalized U.S. citizens behaving in ways that show beyond any shadow of a doubt that they were never fit for citizenship in the first place. In Minnesota, naturalized citizens defrauded our government for billions of dollars. One individual stole almost $1.7 million from a program intended for poor children. Just today, a naturalized citizen in Massachusetts pled guilty to stealing over $1 million from our welfare programs. Something has to change. It's why I've introduced the SCAM Act to expand and accelerate our ability to denaturalize people who should have never become citizens in the first place. If you use your new citizenship to commit massive welfare fraud, aggravated felonies, or espionage, or join drug cartels or terrorist organizations, you were never fit to be called an American at all. I encourage my colleagues on this committee to support that important legislation. Now, Mr. Weissman, you are the co-CEO of Public Citizen, is that correct?
Co-president, yes,
okay.
sir.
President, okay. Is welfare and grant fraud in the national public interest?
I'm sorry.
Is welfare and grant fraud in the national public interest?
It is 100% contrary to the national interest.
Okay, but taking it on would also be in the national interest, correct?
Taking it on is absolutely in the American interest.
Is fraud prevention is fraud prevention racist?
Fraud prevention is not racist, no.
Okay. Are current fraud prevention efforts by the Trump administration in Minnesota racist?
No.
Okay. Are deportations racist?
Are deportations racist? It depends. They can be racist,
okay.
For sure.
Is ICE racist?
I think the practices of ICE right now are abhorrent and should be abhorrent, exactly as you said, for American values. I think the practices of ICE right now are...
But ICE itself, the organization, is racist?
The enforcing immigration and customs laws per se is not racist. What ICE actually is doing, I believe, can fairly be characterized as racist. Yes, sir.
All right. I asked this because we did a little bit of digging into Public Citizen and found two things. One is you're funded by George Soros, correct?
The Open Society Foundation is one of our funders, yes.
And you call just about everything you don't like racist.
That is not true, but...
Okay, well, I'm going to give you a few examples.
Sure.
On December 11th, 2019, Public Citizen tweeted that the banking sector as a whole is racist. On August 17th, 2021, Public Citizen sent in a press release that algorithmic racism was a major problem and that we need to start creating anti-racist algorithms. On December 23rd, 2020, Public Citizen tweeted that our healthcare system is a racist abomination. On April 7th, 2023, Public Citizen tweeted that expelling 2 Tennessee state reps for violating the legislature's rule was racism. On April 15th, 2021, Public Citizen tweeted that law enforcement in this country has been overrun by racism. On June 25th, 2020, Public Citizen tweeted, "Racism is the reason D.C. is not a state." On January 15th, 2019, Public Citizen tweeted that asking about citizenship status on the census was racist. On August 24th, 2020, Public Citizen tweeted, "Defund our racist, hyper-militarized, murderous American police force." On July 10th, 2020, Public Citizen tweeted that law and order is a racist dog whistle. Do you stand by these statements?
Well, I appreciate the depths of which you've gone of research. In the context of all those statements, yes, sir.
So all of those things are racist?
If you want to go through them, we can talk.
So here's, sure. I'm really glad. Hold on. I'm glad for this moment of clarity because a lot of witnesses would try to sidestep that.
That's correct.
But what you have shown in the questioning we've seen before, in just these examples, the public interest isn't your interest at all. It is not your interest at all. You use racism as an attempt to intimidate people to get your way. And it's not 2020 anymore. The American people are over it. So what you're going to find is we are going to prosecute, and it has nothing to do with race. We're going to prosecute because fraud was committed on a level that is so offensive to this country, your words that don't mean anything aren't going to stop what's coming. And I want you to take that back to George Soros and all these ridiculous funders you have to try to muddle the issue. Because justice is coming. And by the way, if I have it my way, we will denaturalize all these fraudsters and send them home. Mr. Chairman, I'm out of time.
Senator Hirano.